Meanwhile, in the movies.
So, what have we been watching? Well, there's this amazing low-budget piece of marvelousness.
I was surprised, actually. It is super low budget. The film grain is so bad. Like, it's definitely shot on a digital camera in the 2000s, right?
Mid 2Ks, yeah.
Yeah.
It was done in. It was shot in 9 days. The whole thing's an hour long. It's got one set, which is a fast food place.
Die-Ner.
6 actors.
Yep.
Very, very low budget. Hilarious. Yeah. Absolutely lovely.
I mean, looking at this front cover, would you assume that this is a comedy?
I would not, but that's because I know that it was originally called Die-Ner, open parentheses, get it, close parentheses, and was originally, and then it got retitled to try and shift more copy. The actual thing, it is this utterly hypnotizingly strange comedy of just absolute weirdness. It is one of the weirdest films I have watched for a while because it's got no budget.
Oh, that's the next one.
Yeah, I know. I'm working as fast as my fingers will allow it. I cannot encourage you enough to give this a go. It was very slow paced.
Yeah,
but boy, what a pace!
I do know what you mean with that. Like, I think because it was only on one set, it felt a little intense. The cuts were a bit odd. Like, it just shut off at the end of a scene. It didn't even fade to black. It was just black, and then a new scene started. So I'm not sure whether that was to do with janky editing or I don't know. But it's really fascinating.
Kind of had this amazing naturalism to it because the people in it couldn't act, and there were large empty spaces where they weren't talking. But I was just kind of like, you know what? If there was a maniac defending you from the zombie apocalypse, you'd and being really casual about all the people he's ganked, you too would probably just stand there going, from time to time. So
there was a lot of pennies dropping moments, I guess you'd call them. But it was an unusual situation because we absolutely do not see zombie movies really in that from that point of view.
From that point of view.
Because you think, are they going to get on, or is someone going to turn on someone? There's just this kind of low level anxiety running.
It was a very anxious movie, and I thought that made it great. Anyway, Vampire Dad.
Yeah.
So this was brilliant.
That tagline is still making me laugh.
What if it's the 1950s and your dad gets bit by a vampire, so he can give therapy to other creatures of the night? It was unbelievably low budget. Practically everyone had like one costume, and any shot that wasn't inside the one set was done in amazing flash.
Yeah, it was awkward drama a go-go. If you like that awkward 1950s, things really are not perfect, and they're not exactly matching my expectations. And if you kind of enjoy quotation marks watching people squirm in those situations, it's absolute comic book hilarity.
It was so 50s TV perfectness, utterly falsely staged. It was brilliant.
Yeah, so the animations that Andy just mentioned, there were lots of scene changes interspersed with flash animations. So there was like this huge homage to EC horror comics. They did slightly miss their mark with the graphic design. Like, the line art was amazing, but the colors were just a little bit too saturated. But I could totally see what they were going for, and it did complement the vibe.
It is a phenomenal, weird, almost in some points sex comedy, but without the sex. It's a comedy of errors, and it's got heart, and it's got gore, and we laughed our asses off watching it.
We did. I missed the first 20 minutes because I was finishing something else off, but I could just hear Andy howling from the living room
because it was everything was so staged and false and just intense. All these, more of these are available. More of these kind of movies. We got reviews. Bunkazilla.co.uk. Look for Trash or Treasure. We also watch this stuff every Thursday at the Discord channel, which is bunkazilla.co.uk/the-bunker. Every Thursday, Trash or Treasure, 8 p.m. UK time.